Philippines steps closer to the KF-21 Boramae as global interest skyrockets. The Philippine Air Force's long-standing effort to acquire a credible multirole fighter, MRF, has taken a decisive turn. What started as a technical review in 2025 has since ripened into a strategic conversation across the Department of National Defense, the PAF, and political leadership. The KF-21 Boramae is no longer an outsider, it has become a frontrunner. This follow-up article expands the debate. We examine technical details that make the KF-21 attractive to Manila, the procurement and industrial sweeteners that Seoul may offer, the timing pressures created by deep-pocketed buyers, and what a Boramae acquisition would mean for the PAF's operations and long-term sustainment plans. From cautious interest to strategic preference. In 2025, the DND formally requested Block 2 technical documentation from Korea. That step signaled more than curiosity. It demonstrated that Manila has moved beyond initial scouting and into a stage where lifecycle costs, weapons integration, sustainment arrangements, and delivery timelines are being scrutinized in detail. PAF planners who once prioritized Western interoperability are now weighing different priorities: endurance over maritime domains, the number of combat-ready aircraft per budget tranche, and long-term upgrade potential. The KF-21's twin-engine design provides both safety and range for long over-water missions, an immediate operational advantage for an archipelagic nation whose patrol zones span thousands of kilometers. Block 2, what it offers Manila. Block 2 is the configuration Manila is investigating closely. Unlike initial Block I builds focused on air-to-air performance, Block 2 is designed as a full multi-role package with enhanced sensors and weapons flexibility. Features of interest include AESA radar with modes tailored for both air and maritime target detection, increasing situational awareness over sea lanes. Expanded weapons integration for GPS-guided bombs, precision-guided glide kits, long-range anti-ship missiles and potential compatibility with Western munitions under agreement. Advanced EW suite providing self-protection and limited offensive electronic attack capability, crucial in contested littoral environments. Networking and data links designed to operate with AWACS, maritime patrol aircraft and allied command and control systems. These features fit neatly with Manila's defense priorities: credible air defense, a real maritime strike capability, and an adaptable platform that can receive software and hardware upgrades over its service life. Cost and lifecycle economics, the KF-21's financial appeal. Procurement officials have repeatedly emphasized unit cost, sustainment burden, and the long-term logistics tail. Two surprising conclusions emerged during Manila's internal review. Unit cost per platform for Block 2, when bundled with a Korean sustainment package, allows more aircraft to be acquired within the same budget that would have purchased fewer Western fighters. Projected operational costs, including scheduled maintenance and parts replacement, are competitive due to modern design choices and a planned Korean-backed logistics chain targeting export customers. Put bluntly, the KF-21 promises a better aircraft per peso ratio for Manila, which is a decisive factor when the goal is to build a squadron-capable force rather than buy a handful of high-end jet fighters. Geopolitics and the global demand squeeze. Seoul's growing role as a major defense exporter has created new winners, and new headaches for buyers. Recently reported negotiations between South Korea and the United Arab Emirates, a package reportedly worth up to $15 billion, include potential fighter orders. The UAE's financial might and willingness to secure early production slots could displace smaller buyers in the export queue. Poland is another serious competitor for early allocation. After extensive purchases of K2 tanks, K9 howitzers, and F-850 jets, Warsaw is well positioned to seek KF-21 aircraft and to attach industrial cooperation terms that South Korea often finds attractive. Such large, strategic customers could claim significant early output, which raises the question: can Manila move fast enough to secure a favorable position? Industrial cooperation, a bargaining chip Manila values. Seoul has a track record of tying defense sales to industrial participation, local maintenance, and technology transfer options. For Manila, these offers have multiple benefits. Local maintenance and sustainment hubs reduce long-term costs and build domestic capability. Skills transfer and training create a pipeline of technicians and engineers to support the aircraft regionally. Potential assembly or system integration roles can stimulate local industry and produce political value at home. These elements could tip the balance in favor of the KF-21 if Seoul is willing to include them in a Manila deal, and if Manila is prepared to make the institutional investments to reap the long-term benefits. Interoperability and alliance considerations. One common concern among analysts is interoperability with U.S. systems. The Philippines has a deep defense relationship with the United States, and any new fighter must operate within that wider force architecture. Korean platforms are increasingly Western compatible. Data links, weapons integration pathways and training cooperation make a smoother integration possible than a decade ago. However, Manila will need to negotiate specifics, which Western munitions are fully certified for use on the KF-21, how data links and IFF systems will interoperate with U.S. and allied units, and whether support agreements will include joint exercises and long-term training commitments. Operational impact, what the PAF gains. The practical payoff for the PAF would be significant. Compared with the current fleet composition, a Block II capable Boramae would provide greater maritime patrol reach and longer on-station times thanks to twin-engine endurance. Enhanced air defense capability for contested zones and rapid reaction to incursions. True anti-ship strike capacity that improves deterrence along the West Philippine Sea and adjacent sea lanes. Modern avionics that reduce pilot workload and increase mission effectiveness. All told, the KF-21 could enable the PAF to move from short-term tactical responses to a more credible, layered air defense posture consistent with regional peers. Timing scenarios and procurement windows. Analysts outlined 3 likely timing windows for Manila's decision. Early commitment, 2026 to 2027, Manila secures production priority, enabling first deliveries by 2030 and positioning the PAF among the first foreign operators. Mid-window, 2028 to 2030, Manila joins the second wave, receiving aircraft after larger customers but benefiting from a more mature Block II baseline. Late entry, post-2030, high risk, production capacity tight, prices potentially higher, and the PAF's modernization schedule strained. Given the Philippines' strategic needs, analysts increasingly argue that early commitment is the most prudent course if financing and sustainment terms are acceptable. Risks and open questions. No procurement is risk-free. Key questions remain. How mature will Block II be at initial delivery? Early export customers may receive aircraft while incremental software or hardware upgrades continue to roll out. Will Seoul guarantee weapons compatibility with U.S. munitions? Manila will seek assurances for interoperability to maintain alliance cohesion. What financing packages will be available? Favorable loans, grants, or payment schedules could determine whether Manila can act early. Conclusion: a strategic choice awaits. The KF-21 Boramae is no longer a distant possibility, it is a real, near-term alternative that aligns with the Philippines' operational needs and budget realities. If Manila acts quickly and secures a package that includes sustainment and industrial cooperation, the PAF could leapfrog into a modern, credible fighter capability within a single procurement cycle. But the clock is ticking, the UAE, Poland and other potential partners are already in play. The choice Manila makes over the next 2 years will determine not just which aircraft the PAF flies, but how the Philippines positions itself in the Indo-Pacific strategic balance for decades.